would it be better to put you over here? It has been so long since I have talked to y'all. Nope. No, I swear I've done videos before. Promise you. You know what? I'm just gonna jump right into it because if I try to do an intro, I'm just gonna get lost up in my words and everything else, and I'm gonna be running out of battery, and no, I just don't have time for that today. So, hey, if you're new here, or if it's been a hot minute and you're wondering who I am popping up on your page if you subscribed to me long ago, hey, my name's Nyx. I normally do a lot of decor and crafts and everything else, except for this year and part of last year. I'll get into that. Long story. But in any case, right now I'm multitasking because I have friends coming over for a dinner in about 2 hours. Hour and a half, correction. So, you can see behind me I have a lot of green lights because I still have my spring/summer decor up, because really there's no difference if you are in the central part of the US. It all feels the same. It is currently August 30th, so Labor Day weekend. My plan is I am going to spend the weekend, except for tonight, doing as much decorating as I can for autumn. So we are doing the seasonal changeover. So this video, I want to be the prep for all of that, my planning and so on and so forth. Normally when I do this, I don't actually go in with a true plan. This time though, I want to go in, this time though, I do have a pretty good idea of what I'm going to do. And honestly, the reason why I'm doing this so early, because I usually wait until October. It's not that I want to, it's just what ends up happening. But this time, we are going to be doing this early September, as early as possible, because at the end of the month, I have to have surgery, and I will have a pretty strict no lifting of certain weight amount afterwards and for a certain amount of time. And it's not major surgery, but it would really derail my timeline for getting any decor done. So we are doing this early. Come hell or high water. But first I need to actually make sure this dinner is done and everything wiped up, including the floors. Good morning. It is now Sunday, August 31st. So today, later today, I will be starting decorating for autumn. As you can see, there's plenty of green behind me right now. I realize there's still one thing I need to get to do my dining table, specifically because my husband has requested that I not do as elaborate of dining table setup as I normally do in the past, specifically because our dining table is where we play a lot of board games, and taking everything off and then putting everything back on and everything, it is a little bit of a hassle. And honestly, we have not played as many board games because of said hassle. So I need to go do that. But first, I wanted to show you exactly what I have so far that's up, and what I'm planning to do with said areas. And since I discussed the dining table, let's start there first. Sorry for the slight lighting issue. Trying to get good video of anything in front of a bright window, as you can just see there, is a royal pain. So I went with a witchy decor idea for spring and for summer. Really focused a lot on the cauldrons and a other sort of plants and everything else and bones and so on and so forth. But everything for this decor is going to be right here in the centerpiece. My thought for that one is going to be what is currently the centerpiece for my coffee table. The Witch from Cracker Barrel from the last few years. So I did not get the Cracker Barrel Witch from this year. Actually, I didn't even go to Cracker Barrel this year. Mostly because I knew it was going to be gone. And also because I'm actually running out of room to put new decor right now. So that's one reason why I had not done any Halloween decor hunting, is quite frankly, I am running out of space of where to store said items for Halloween decor, as well as all other seasonal decor. That and prices for everything have gone up so astronomically, including everyday basic supplies. I know y'all have gone grocery shopping. It's atrocious. So because of that, I didn't even want to go for it this year. And actually it forced me to be a lot more creative, especially with all of my current decor that's up, because it was pretty much just plants. And several items from that will actually make a repeat appearance for autumn. So what I'm thinking for the coffee table is going to be a giant cauldron. Actually, pretty much everything is going to end up featuring cauldrons this year, just because of a post I made on social media. And then I realized, yeah, I have a lot of cauldrons. So let's just focus with those, okay? So I want to put a cauldron right where the witch is right now. It's one of my giant serving cauldrons that's meant for soup. But since I have so many Halloween and autumnal blankets, I'd rather that cauldron just store those, so people can just grab a blanket out of there whenever they need it. Since I'm already over in the living room, let's go with above the calyx shelf. I do want to keep the typewriters where they're at because they're heavy. Yes, I do collect typewriters. Yes, this is real. I actually have quite a large collection of journalism memorabilia from over the decades. I am going to be changing out the ribbon that is on this crow print. I have orange ribbon and I'm hoping it's going to work the way I want it to. And it's not going to be a real pain to redo. I'm not too sure what else is going to go up here except for I don't know if I want to do a bubbling cauldron here or in this window over here. Probably in the window over there, to be honest with you. So I'm still debating on this one, because I don't know if it's going to all floral or not. This is my one big if. The only thing I know for sure is changing out the ribbon, and that's it. This is pretty much just where I put all my plants that were growing throughout spring and summer. I do have a little skeleton over here, Callie. So I will probably put a bubbling cauldron here, and I might have some spooky trees around, maybe a couple of jack-o'-lanterns. I'm still trying to fitz around with what else I want to do, but I know I have enough jack-o'-lanterns to make this work. And I'm just realizing I might put the plants over on top of the calyx shelf, because I don't want them right by the window because it's going to get colder, but I do still want them to get some semblance of light. So several other areas of the house that I'm not too sure what I'm going to do with exactly yet are mostly on top of, ooh, table just moved, are mostly on top of bookshelves. Bathroom I gotta see as well. But the big one, and if you hear anything in the background, sorry, we're currently doing laundry. The big thing though is the coffee bar. So if you've been with me for a while, you know that I am very particular about my coffee bar. It is my pride and my joy. There, now you can kind of see it in all of its glory now that I'm out of the shot. The idea for this was essentially, I just wanted this to be a quote-unquote living wall, okay? So all of this that is up here are, let's see. So all of this that is up here is some garland, some individual picks from floral and stems from floral from Michaels. I created a moss wall back here that I put on poster board and just put up with thumbtacks. All of this is held up with some very well-placed thumbtacks, some creepy cloth that is being used as netting, hopes and prayers. That is it. And I want to redo this concept for autumn. A little bit of a problem though. I don't have nearly as much autumn floral to make this happen. Sorry, gotta work with the focus here. It wouldn't be one of my videos if I didn't go in and out of focus, right? So that's what I mostly bought. I have been mostly buying at Michaels, is all of their floral on sale. Yeah, and stuff for a wreath, because I do have a current little wreath situation up above my fireplace, but I can't use any of my current wreaths because they're all too heavy, and I don't want that wreath to fall down, fall into the TV, and break anything. It's just not worth it. So I'd rather do a smaller, lightweight wreath and just call it good. That, and I do have some really good ideas for that one. What I really want this house to look like is essentially a witch's cottage, but not cottagecore, still more of like my slightly gothic flair to it. I mean, I want this decor to not only be pretty and aesthetically pleasing, I also want it to be practical. So some of the items I have out decor-wise are actually useful for everyday workings. Like a lot of my jars do hold a lot of teas and other stuff that I use in workings. I have some cauldrons that currently hold juniper and cedar bundles for burning. I mean, I've had stuff everywhere, and I do have a couple of small little altars. One is actually, if you just look at it specifically enough, it's actually on the coffee bar. So I'm trying to redo that also for autumn because it's just what makes me happy. Anything witchy just really makes me happy. It's just kind of just pleasing and comforting, and why not? I do need to go out to Michael's, like I mentioned earlier, to pick up one thing for the dining table, but let me show you what I have so far that I bought from Michael's regarding floral. And the reason why I didn't go over what I was going to do for the kitchen is because the only thing that really changes in the kitchen are the lights. That's just going to be orange, and we're going to put up some leaves. Call it good. Oh, and yeah, I'm gonna redo this entryway in orange and black and leaves. Don't know if I'm gonna do these lights or orange lights yet, but you get where I'm going. So these are currently all on sale as of August 31st from Michael's. If you can find them, great. I just have a giant hodgepodge of regular autumn picks, some more of like the Halloween picks, flowers and eucalyptus stems and leaves and ferns and everything from the several different lines. I think the only line I did not get stuff from was the Alice in Wonderland line. And I still might go grab more floral because I really don't think I'm gonna have enough. Oh yeah, here's another flower over there. So I also grabbed some moss because I don't know if I'm going to use that on the wall or somewhere else. This will get used. I also do have these pumpkin picks and everything, and a couple of other items in here that I want to use for either the wreath, or what I don't use for a wreath, I'm going to use for the wall. And this cauldron that I found randomly on Amazon, I am really excited about it. I saw some good reviews. There's actually 2 cauldrons that come with this. And these, all you have to do is fill with water. Add this in there, and you have different LEDs and a mist maker, so it looks like it's a bubbling cauldron, which means I don't need dry ice. I do have one saving grace when it comes to my coffee bar, and that involves something that I've wanted to do for a very long time. It is a craft project, and it should take up a fair bit of space. The problem is that project is going to take a little bit. So the coffee bar is actually probably going to take a few weeks to actually get fully done. I'm not even going to tear down what I currently have up in the coffee bar until that craft project is done, because I actually like to be able to actually get my coffee in the morning. But I'm really excited about it, and you folks can also not only participate but benefit from it as well. So I'll share more of that whenever I get there. But first, I need to head to Michael's and try to only buy the thing I need and not more floral. But let's face it, I'm probably gonna buy more leaves. I am not too sure how well this camera is gonna stay in its location. Yeah, there it goes. I do not have a real good way of recording in my car, so I apologize. So you're probably gonna have to deal with a little bit of bumpiness here as I go along. So I suppose now would be a good time to kind of give a bit of a backstory about why I'm doing everything, like doing all this decor so fast. I did mention I was going to have surgery. Real quick. It's gallbladder surgery. About 2 years ago, I noticed some weird tinges in my stomach, like around December of 23. Just thought it was stress. Went away later that month. And then June, I had pain in my right side, bad enough that I could not stand up straight, or walk while standing up straight, I should say. It just was not happening. Went to convenient care, got everything done, got an ultrasound done, got blood work done. The pain had gone away by the time I had the ultrasound, so they didn't see anything, blood work didn't show up anything. Was told that, hey, if it happens again, let us know. You might want to get a HIDA scan, which is what you have to go through to confirm that your gallbladder is in fact screwed up. So, since it is, yes, it's still August. So, earlier this month, I woke up in the middle of the night. I have no way of describing it, except since I'm a belly dancer, right? If you've been with me for a bit, I am part of a troupe known as the Stygian Collective. We are a gothic and metal belly dance troupe. And because I am a belly dancer, I am used to having very specific control over my abdominal muscles. I woke up in the middle of the night feeling as if both my lower abdominals and my very upper abdominals had been contracted for like hours. Extremely painful. I had sweat through my pajamas, through the sheets. I was dizzy. I was also nauseous. Only thing that helped was me lying on the floor with my feet propped up, and then pain started radiating into my, like, through the my back and then down my right arm. So at this point I am Googling the symptoms of a female heart attack, and now I completely understand why some folks confuse the two, because holy crap, I seriously thought there was a chance I was having a heart attack. And I'm like, you're 36 years old, you eat healthy, you do everything, like what? And that doesn't always matter. Wasn't a heart attack. Got in with the doctor and they're like, yeah, it's probably your gallbladder. We're gonna get a HIDA scan scheduled. And then the night that I saw my doctor, I had another attack. So that was within a week of each other, 2 attacks within a week. Second one was not nearly as bad. I could actually tell that it was going to come on. that one, I was so nauseous, I wanted to throw up. But yeah, HIDA scan done, and they're like, yeah, it's not working the way it should, so you need to have it removed. I'm like, okay, great. So September 23rd is when it has to come out. Problem is, I have, well, not really a problem, it does kind of crunch things. I have the Stygian retreat the week before, where a large number of us go off 5 days at a location, and we just kind of like relax, get to know each other, because for us it's normally just mostly business, or since we are spread across the nation as well as a couple of continents, we don't always get to speak with each other, at least like one-on-one in person. Very, very rarely do we get that opportunity. Oh, don't you change a light. Off I go to do that. And then the recovery time for this is supposed to be a week to 2 weeks. I'm expecting a week, but you never know. But I can't lift anything more than 10 pounds. And you're gonna be sore and movements, and I know that I'm not gonna decorate the way I want to if I wait that long. So, early September it is. I did have some people actually comment on one of my recent photos on Instagram that they missed my videos. Trust me, I also missed making them. I mean, this is one of my creative outlets. I dance, I write, I do all of that. But it's really difficult to do videos when you don't really just have the energy. I've been pretty stressed for a while. Actually, I'm fairly certain that's what caused my gallbladder issues. Stress at work, other stressors, things like that, a lot going on. No, it's nothing with the marriage. My marriage with my husband is fantastic. But yeah, just a lot of stressors, and it takes a lot of energy, and by the time I'm home from work, I just want to sit on the couch, blanket, and then be a potato. Can't blame me for that. So I just don't really have the energy to go ahead and do the full edits, because a lot of my videos, whenever I do actual decor, take a lot. Halloween decor, editing Halloween decor hunting videos is a beast and a half. Those are ones that I have to have actual days carved out to do any of those, and the problem is that's only available on the weekends, and on those days I want to spend time with my husband and my family, so it kind of makes that a little difficult. But this one, since I do have some extra time, I'm gonna make that happen. Are all of the videos I want to get done for this going to get done? I don't know. And honestly, I am okay with that. I'll do what I can and then go from there. Ideally, 2 videos for decor, because the coffee bar is going to be its own beast. I do have that wreath craft that I want to get done. And there might be some baking stuff in there and cooking stuff. Do have one other truly like super witchy thing I would like to get done, but that's gonna take a little bit to get everything together, and I don't know if I want to tackle that within the next 2 months, so we shall see. So, as you can probably tell, I bought a lot more than I intended, which, honestly, I should not be surprised. I almost never have self-control when it comes to Michaels and floral anymore. The reason why I went there in the first place, he's currently holding all the stuff, was this tray. I know it's for making scenes and putting all the little things in and making whatever scene you want, but for right now this is going to be holding my witch and maybe a cauldron. I'll figure that out. And then I just got a lot of extra stems and things, stuff that drapes so that I actually have some things coming out from the wall that's behind me. Have some ideas for, like this garland actually has butterflies or moths are part of that. I don't think, it's kind of hard to see, but they're not just flowers. I have an idea to use these and at least one mushroom each and a leaf, and maybe if I have some pumpkins left over, I will use those for the back of my chairs, like the little metal circles there. And because I never think I have enough of these things, I decided to grab some more of these. I actually already have some blue ones back there. You can't see that right now, but there's some blue ones back there that will be staying, or I'm gonna move them around to another location in the house. But we have black. I picked up some more orange lights because you never know. You can never have too many lights. Found a new garland that is leaf-based garland that I had not seen before because it was at the bottom of a barrel compared to the bottom of a barrel of one that I'd already looked at. So this, it feels more like felt on some of these. But what's interesting is the colors. So I think this will be going up in the hallway. Sorry if the lighting changed, I had to change my battery. Let's see, is there anything else? I feel like I'm missing. Oh, they're all in there, okay. And some more black leaf garland that I'm going to probably use on the crow art piece to kind of give it some more dimension. I still am trying to figure out what I'm going to do over there. But yeah, I think I'm good to start decorating. Not going to get very far tonight, but I can at least get the pain in the butt things done, which is everything above the cabinets and the hallway done. Above the cabinets, mostly because I have to undo these lights back here go all the way into the kitchen, and it's back and forth several times. So I have to carefully remove the lights from here, then do all of that, then untangle all of the greenery up there, and take down the branches that I have that are currently bridging the gap between my cabinets. So this is gonna be, that's gonna take a while. Do I wanna use twigs? You have enough. I think I'm about to make some of this behind me a bit more difficult than I need to, which is nothing new here. While my other battery is charging, I'm gonna get some dinner and then I'm gonna start decorating. So I will see you in that video as I go through changing everything over. And yeah, I've missed making videos. I don't want to say I'm fully back, but I am for now. I have no idea how consistent I'll be. But decorating gives me peace. It allows me to live my creative life, allows me to put my hands to good use, allows me to create the world that I want to live in. So I've missed you guys. I really, really have. So, and deepest of thanks to all of you actually who have left comments on old videos or messaged me or things like that. So I deeply, deeply appreciate it. So I'll see what I can get done before my rather firm deadline. And I hope y'all enjoy what I plan and kind of not plan and kind of just craft and let it do what it wants to do. Thanks so much if you made it this far. Leave a like. I am been so out of the YouTube game for so long that like this whole outro thing is now like, what do you do again? How do you do it? But yeah, just share your thoughts. What are you doing for decor this year? Are you decorating? Are you making things? Are you crafting things? What are you crafting? Because as you can tell, I like crafting a lot, mostly whenever I can. But yeah, let me know what you're up to. So thanks so much, and I will see you in the next one.